Hi everyone, hi YouTube, hi everyone. So I am going to say hi YouTube because I'm used to saying it. I've done it for over 10 years. So anyway, listen, if your handle keeps falling out from your pasta machine, all you have to do is wrap some sellotape around it and then put it in again, and hopefully it won't just fall out by itself. You see, it's got some stability or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, traction or something, so it won't just fall out hopefully today by itself. Okay, so today what I'm doing something different today. So today I'm going to have to follow a trend, and I've always been keen in this trend, and it's called making beads at home. So I've got a few new things that arrived yesterday, and I want to share something with you. Oh, yesterday after I turned off the really long video, I just played around with my orange clays and I made two exciting beads. I'll just share them with you before I carry on with my other things. Look, my board came. See that board I was talking about, that foam board where you create flowers on? It just says cream yellow. So this is the foaming board where you create flowers. And the other day I was using just a bit of cardboard, so it can be done, you see, if you don't have this. So that's good, isn't it? And then I got these two new rollers. I really wanted to try them out. So I've seen people using them and I just wanted to give them a bash. So I might use them today. And then I saved some plastic from the recycling bin and this from the recycling bin, because these small containers, you can use it to put those things in so they don't go walkabout from your table. See? That's just the lid of the milk, which I don't drink anymore, but I somehow have the lid. That's so cute, see? Instead of just throwing it away, I just saved that bit. So, and then remember I covered the blade, the sharp blade, with the tape that I made myself, the plastic washi tape. And so what I'm going to share with you is what I made yesterday after the video went off, because it was longer than an hour and I had to turn it off, and then I had to go and pray. So I went and I just thought, oh, I'll have another go at oopsie daisy. Sorry, I'm just putting something back. So I made this yesterday. That's my recap. I don't know if you watched that video. I didn't send them out to anyone because I thought, oh, maybe people are getting bored of seeing my video every day, so I stopped sending them yesterday. So I used this with the dry clay, and look what I got. So it was like astonishment. I got this one first. So this was gold primo sculpey, and then I got this one. See? It's a bit cold today, so I've got my jumper on. Yeah. So, and then after, when I went off air, then I created these two. So I made this one first. This was orange clay mixed with green and other colors, and then I just thought I'll give the baby one a try, and look, it came out quite nice. It doesn't have the hole in it like they show you when you buy this kit, this set. It shows that a hole is made, but it doesn't. Anyway, so you can make your own hole, so that's not the problem. And then you can turn these into beads, simply by doing this. So you take your wire and you loop it at one end and you put it through there where you make your own hole, you see, and that becomes now a bead. So this is just a simple bead with a tool, but you don't need a tool to make beads because they're quite simple, which I'm going to try today. Look, that's a bead, and I embedded wire into that, so it makes it easier to string and stuff. But this was just a tryout, so you know, you can watch my video. And this is my shark tooth or my dinosaur claw. I've got wire embedded in there to make it like a charm or a pendant or something. Then these are beads. These are my acorn beads. I crafted these by hand, and this is the real acorn top from the forest. My niece and I collected these last year or the year before, and then I just saved them in my bathroom to dry out for God knows how long. And there you go. And so with the bead system, all you need to do is roll up your fancy clay, and if you don't have fancy clay, you can just simply create it like I'm going to show you in a minute. So you could pretend that this is a bead, and then, well, I'm going to pretend, and then you can shape it with your hands. So you just mix clays together. See, this is all I did with this one. Then I can say that is my bead, and then you just work out which way you want to push the hole through. That's where the string is gonna go, or the wire. See, that needle just popped out from there. So you could bake it with the wire in there, or you just create that hole, and that's how it will bake. And then later on you might need to drill a little bit. Polymer clay, sorry, gets stuck in your fingernails, so you might need to drill a bit, but at least you know that you've created the hole. You see, you could either use this cocktail stick if you need if your wire will be bigger, but I normally use 24 gauge wire, so I'm okay to use just this thin needle. This is just a needle embedded in polymer clay. So I have to work on my video quite fast today because I still need to pray, and also yesterday I realized that I was going on and on and on, and the video ran for longer than an hour. And then after a while my camera stopped recording, so yesterday I had by accident two videos, one extra long and one a bit shorter. So let me move these things out the way. That's the problem when you get into polymer clay work. You'll have so many things that you want to create, and then not enough space. Like, where do you put everything? You know. So I can say that this fancy one is a bead. If you get fingernails in there, you just smooth them out like that. Just smooth them out with your finger. So that is a bead. These are beads. These are beads. And this is a bead. So let me just put the hole in. Sometimes it doesn't go through like the true center, so you have to make your own. You see, it won't go through the true center with a tool that you might be using, so you have to just create your own. Like, see, this one has several, so you just create your own and hope that you've made the center. And the reason I haven't done anything much here, because I want to embed some flowers. So that's a bead. This one I put the hole in the other day. That's a bead. This one I have to do now. So you can go from there, the bottom, push it through slowly, and make sure you don't prick yourself like I just did, and then turn your needle. Actually, that's not actually the middle, even though from underneath it looks like I'm going through the middle, but it wasn't. And you know, when your clay is really sticky, it's harder. So just, you can do this after, so after you've baked, it would be probably easier. Then hopefully you'll go through the middle and not just, you know, the anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. So that's a bead. You can't always get the hole in the right spot. So, and then, you know, as you try to do the make the hole, you know, they become distorted, your beads, so you have to be careful of that as well. So if your clay is sticky, like this clay in my hand right now, it's super sticky, so then my beads will become misshapen, deformed. So I'm not going to touch them ones too much, but I'm going to show you something new. So just move them. Those are ready to be baked when I'm ready to turn my oven on. This is something I made yesterday. So for the video today, I'm going to be using this clay. I might mix it, this one. I'm going to mix it with I got nowhere to put anything. So I'm going to mix it with what my sister gifted me a long time ago for my birthday, these foils, metal foils. So let me run that through. You can mix these and put your own craft glitters into that as well. I've done that before. This one was embedded with silver craft glitter. So I'll do a few at a time, I think, or a couple at a time. So you have to bring your baggie back. Where did I put mine? So yeah, remember to work on a plastic bag because it's easier to release. It doesn't get stuck, you see. Okay, I'm gonna just change my machine around so it doesn't cut too thinly. Sorry, it doesn't condition this clay too thinly. I want thicker, like a thicker slab. So I'm putting my clay machine up to number 4. See how thin those ones are? Those was one or two. So that's thicker. And then I'm going to go a bit to number 5. Yeah, number 5 is good. And this one as well. This one was my stone effect, so I won't use this because I love making stones and I don't want to spoil that one. So with this one, all you have to do is choose your foil. Actually, let me see if I got the smaller foil, because I got another set of foils. Yeah, these are just the foils from China. because these are much cheaper than those ones, but you only get this small hand size. Those ones are much bigger, so those ones are from Amazon. So you just do a sliver and put it onto there. Right, let me see if I've got any slivers right now. They give you it wrapped in this tissue paper, keeps them separated. It's nice. Okay, so all you do is you can put this on there, or you can take this metal foil off carefully and put it onto there. It's actually harder. Oh, so there you go. Just go like this and it sticks because your clay is so sticky. So I can't remember the price I paid for these because I bought them a long time ago for other projects, but I also used these for my clay work. But I think I bought these for my resin work because I also do things like that as well. Yeah, look, you can make beads and store them away in little plastic boxes. So I've been making beads for a long time, so I've got lots and lots of different ones and all different colors. I really love making beads, and I never thought of really making a bead video. So, and now suddenly it's a trend. Everyone wants to learn. So pick it up. It tears really easily, and put it to the place where you don't have any. I might save this one for that one over there. Just blend it in. Oh yeah, let me show you something. See how it becomes really nice just by twisting it like that. See, those are magical beads right there. And if you watch my video yesterday, you'll notice that I worked with I was trying to work with this new set, and I can use it today because the little ones are just made for beadwork. So don't lose any of this good stuff. This used to be so expensive. Well, the one from Amazon is still very expensive. Right, so you can buy things like this, and then you can just cut out your design, and these little things will become beads. Then you bake them in the oven. So let me do the last one and see if I've got any spaces there. Right, so then you take this one out carefully. So if your clay is not thick, you'll have to put a backing on it, but if your clay is thick like this one, then you won't need to put a backing on the back of your work. Right, because my clay is really sticky, some of them just get stuck in. So all you have to do is take silicone stylus or anything that you have just to poke the bead out. See? And so you get a really nice thick bead. Oh sorry, I've got everything everywhere. It's a really nice one, isn't it? So you can drill it now or you can drill it later. They're very, very tiny, and these are very sticky, so I'll have to do it later because I don't want them to become distorted. So that just push it out gently. And if you don't want to have one of these, you can use the back of your paintbrush or anything like small. Just shape it like that in your fingers. That's another bead right there. So I had 5 counters, well, whatever you want to call them, bead makers. And then you don't throw this away, you just simply roll it out and do it again. So there's another one. So I'm glad I got to use these small ones, because I wanted to play with them yesterday, but then I was doing flower work, flower embroidery, so I couldn't use them. But did you see what I made yesterday? But you could check my other videos, because my flowers, alhamdulillah, have come a really long way. Like from when I first started, they were immature, and now they're more developed. So let me show you with this one. Where's that tool that I like using all the time? See, you can't find anything when you really, really need it or want it. Never mind, can't find it. So you can use this broke yesterday. This was one of my this is one of my works that I've made. So this was one of my punch for clay, and the inside it broke, or live on air, it just snapped, so I couldn't use it. But I can use this just to make patterns, like textures. You can just press like this. See, get really nice flowery texture. See all that? So pretty. Right, let me put these. Which ones do I like best? I like that one, I think. Is that one? No. Is it this one? No, must be this one. I'm not sure. Right, so anyway, which one shall I use? So you can, let me put these away. You can even use that, but that's a bigger bead. Just find out where you want to go and then cut it out. Just say I want to go there. And then I'm going to take some of this off. I got too much. Oh, sorry for my arm. So just take it off and use it somewhere else, because this is expensive. You don't want to waste up. And now my stones will become like extra shiny and lovely. So just take that out. I don't know, it's got some sort of form. Hopefully it will come out. So hopefully, did I have too much there? I think so. I might have to do that again. Right, let me find, it's probably in here. So put this there. Oh, how unusual. Something that I use all the time, it's not even here. Where did it go? Right. So I have these. You can use the little ones for beads. That's a big bead actually. Heart shape, triangle, teardrop, so many different ones. So that metal set was from Amazon. So So actually I wanted to do this again. Oh, sorry, let me check what am I doing. Right, say if you don't have a pasta machine, you can use something to make texture with, like this. See? Like anything that you have really. This ball tool. But if you're starting out, you might not have that. So then you can use a stick. This is just a lollipop stick. That's nice. You can use the back of a paintbrush. You can use a blade of any sort. I got a crinkly one here. Just randomly, just anywhere you like. Even over that, if you wanted. So you might not have one of those blades. You can use a straight blade or something in the kitchen. So many different things. Okay, so now say I like this zigzag bit there and that bit there, and then you take a cutting. It's just that simple. It's so fun as well, so nice to do this. And then you know when these are baked, you have to cover them with a special like varnish so the gold leaf doesn't flake off. Okay, I think I've got enough there. So do you think that one cut out? Hope so. So take this off here. Oh yeah, see, this is why you need a plastic baggie underneath your work. So when your clay is really sticky like mine, it just lifts off easily and you can get to your pieces easier. Well, there you go. Okay, now I'm going to do something else. So not to waste this, I'm going to put it back the way I've sort of unraveled it, and then I'll make some more. That's the best part. Right, so I just have to put it on something slick so it doesn't dry out. This is just a coaster. If you put it on paper, the oils will leach from your clay, and then your beads will become brittle. Alright, so take it off carefully, sort of reshape it in your hand. These are flat beads, but you can put another bit of clay at the back, or you can join two together, and then that will be like a, oh, let me do mine, because when the clay is sticky like that, you can just get another one and try to put it, match it up together like that. Try to push it together in the same shape. So then when they're baked, you'll have to gloss both sides, back and front, because otherwise you'll the gold foil will just flake off. Okay, there's one, here's another one, and then that one can just go somewhere separately, somewhere, well, I'll show you in a minute actually. So just shape them together, form them like a tight bond. But luckily my clay is really sticky, so they just straight away they just stick together. I'm just going to put that through the pasta machine, and then I can stick this one onto there. And then if you don't have any cutters, you can use a X-Acto knife. This is what this is. It's embedded into clay, So imagine you never had any cutters because you're just starting out. So you can just cut your own shape out. Right, pretend that this is the shape that I cut out myself, and then instead of using, you can just cut this out really carefully, and then remember your X-Acto knife is sharp, so try not to cut yourself and all that. So really slowly. I've gone extra a bit. Right, so take this one off and then take them up and then push it all together to make it uniform as one. And you can cut off the excess with the blade. See, there you go, you got another bead. And see them, how you can see the two separation lines. You can roll it over with a stick like that and it blends nicely to become one uniform shape, like you won't be able to tell once you baked it that these were two separate pieces but stuck together. There's a bead for you. And so say if you didn't want to put a needle hole through there, or wherever, all you have to do is take a cheap cocktail stick and push your hole through now before baking, and twist it before baking, or you can use a drill after baking, and you got a hole there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there. That's like a different type of bead. You can turn that into anything. Okay, so you have to put it on a non-porous surface. So this is slick, so it won't leach out the clay and the oils. So with this bit is actually the best bit. I love doing this bit. So you join it back together like a jigsaw puzzle. So this bit, just put it anywhere random, but sort of a jigsaw puzzle still. And then you can make more shapes with it. And let me put that through the machine, the pasta machine, and just stick them anywhere. Stick them randomly. So now I'm gonna have like 2 or 3 different colors, but you're allowed to do that because it's your work and these are your beads, you see. So anyway, with this one I'm going to use those texture things that you can see on the side of me. Might be able to see them. One is blue and one is orange. They just arrived today and I'm excited to use them. So this would have been my stone if I had kept it, but now my stone is embedded with gold glitter, gold metal leaf, and I don't know if I want to keep it like that, so I'm changing it into something else. So just put it anywhere. You can fill the holes actually with this one. You can fill the holes. Let's just fill the holes there. I've got so many holes there and there. Okay, so now what you do, you take one of these and you press it in. And roll it over slowly. There you go. And you got beautiful design there. And remember also, when you take this out and make shapes, let me make some shapes, you'll have to bind that on more raw clay because this is really thin. So let me take this circle see if it fits. I've got a lovely flower there, but nothing gold there. Well, do I have to have gold all the time? That's the thing, isn't it? No, I'm not sure. Not that one. Okay, I've got gold one there. I've got any more flowers? Not really. Oh, I've got a flower there, but it didn't come out so well. Oh, I could do that again. Let me take the one I like out. And then, oh, that's quite thick. That's quite thick and nice. I'll take this one out, and I'm gonna back it later, so you don't have to watch me again and again backing. But all you do is you just take a bit of clay, connect them together, and then cut that one out. Or you can cut that one out first and then stick them together. So there you go. Right. I like to work from a baggie because then I don't get this on my work. Just stick them together and then do that stick trick where you form it and they become one shape, one but when you do that, remember that your flower pattern might you know, become distorted or less embossed. See where I press there? So do it really carefully if you're doing that. So just do it really carefully. And the thing is also, if you don't like this, you can scrap it up and just start again. So you don't have to keep it if it becomes if it becomes too distorted, you can say, oh no, I don't want to keep that, and then start again. So I'm just going to keep it for now. No, let me check. No, it's got a defined flower, so you can keep that for now. And then this one, you can try to put it together again and then form another shape. Another run through with do you know what I'm trying to say? This. Right, cover all the holy bits. Holy, and then run through. Look, I can use this one as well. So run through, press firmly. This one doesn't really have that many flowers, so I got leaves instead. Well, I like leaves, so there you go. So I got really nice leaf detail there. Ooh, and there. I think I'll take that one. I'll take that one as well. And them two for now. See if I can take it out. Right, so you can connect these together after bake as well by just putting glue on that side, special polymer clay glue, and then stick it to that one because they're so distorted. They're so thin and very sticky, so I'm not going to do much with that one. So let me take this one out. Oh, it's not coming out. Yes, it is. There you go. Actually, no, so I don't like that one. I don't have anything great. And you can brush mica powder over that one. Let me do that. I don't know what shapes. Just grab a bit of mica powder if you have any, and lightly brush over that. And remember, mica powder is an irritant to your lungs, so you have to wear like a mask when you do this type of work. Tap it off and just go over it like that lightly with your mica powders. And because your clay is really sticky, it picks up the mica powder really well. This one's a two-tone mica powder, so I get a nice effect. Sorry for rambling on, but I need to teach you all the safety ones. Safety check, safety this, safety that, because like people think that there are no dangers to these crafting hobbies, but there actually are lots of different dangers that the companies don't warn us about, because they just obviously want to make a quick sale. So they might not tell you, oh, years of using polymer clay might do this, or years of using resin might cause this or that. You see, they're just there to make money. They don't really care about us. That's what I think anyway. So that's if I got any left, it'll go onto there. No, I haven't got any left, but I can do that another time. So put that away. Get that one really carefully. Look how nice it looks. Two-tone different effect. So, and now the most easiest way to make beads is use your beautiful hands that God gave you. All you do is take a bit, depending on the size of bead you want, break them up into pieces, and then roll them in between your finger and thumb to get a really nice bead. Alright, that's all you do. And then you can poke your hole now or later, same as before. Remember I said my clay is really sticky, so I like to keep the nice gold bits on the outside. And I like my beads not to be uniform, but to be organic, like opals. You know how I like my opals? I like my opals to be Keisha, like Keisha they called Keisha or something, like not uniform but organic, raw, bespoke, different shapes. That's what I enjoy. That's what I like. Okay, so now if you have this tool and your clay's not too sticky, but even if it is too sticky, you can use the trick which I'm going to show you now. You can use cornstarch, or you can use talcum powder, or sorry, I've got nowhere to put my work, or you can use flour from your kitchen. That's what I store in here. So all you do with your sticky clay, this one's not sticky, I only did this yesterday. This one's yellow and other colors blended in to make it not so yellow. This is Fimo and mixed with some dark. Yeah, so I'm going to do it there first so you can see what I'm trying to teach you. So let me add a bit of this first to my sticky clay. Just need a little bit and then blend it in. You can put it through the machine or just blend it with your fingers. Right, I think that's too big, so separate them. Right, so let me show you first. So I bought this tool and it's very temperamental. Sometimes it creates this flower pot design and other times it gives you nothing. So it's very temperamental. You put it in there and then put the two pieces together, big and big, little and little, and then rub it like this. And if it works, you get a really nice flower pot design. Yeah, there you go. But if it doesn't work, it's so distorted and rubbish and you feel like giving up. But try not to give up, because after like I don't know how many days of trying, I finally have this. The secret is not to have sticky clay but dry clay. So let me try it with these ones. Well, I don't know if I will do the little one, this one. Put them together and then do it slowly in your hand. Oh, see, some are, especially the ones at the top, become distorted like this. Let me get rid of that and only do the one at the bottom then. Let me do the one at the bottom. So I need more clay. So these are flower pot bead shape. Connect big with and little. Big and big, little and little. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah. Oh, you see what I mean? You get like a pot, but it's not. The other bits come over up to here. So that was too big. It just went over to the next channel. Let me just keep on doing the dry clay. This time I'll use the little one. So just roll it into a ball. Maybe that's the secret. So put the ball in. And then really slowly this is a recent tool, so I've not used it much. Oh my god, look at the mess. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Let me try again. I don't like to give up on my tools. So push it together. And which one am I doing? Doing the small one. Do you think that was too big? So do the small one. And then the small one of this together. And then slowly. It should shape into a, yeah, there you go. Well, this one is cracking, so that means this clay is too dry. So the way to make this clay less dry is by adding a clay which is sticky to it. Then it will become less dry, you see. So let me shape it with this, put it in there. I'm just going to put it through the machine, and then you have to go through the machine quite a few times so they blend into one. Fold it and then put it through. Oh, put it through again quite a few times till it blends and becomes one, like that. Right. Well, I think the little one is very temperamental, doesn't work. Let me try the bigger one again. Sometimes I used to do it fast and it was even worse, and then when I started doing it more slowly, and then it was better. Oh no, still deformed, never mind. Alright, don't give up, just keep trying, because I've been trying for ages, so I'm allowed to like have a rest from it. So now, so you can make a bead again. Right, just roll it in your hand. Take the tool, which is your needle, inside, embedded in clay, and decide which way you want your bead to be. This way across, like how you're going to thread it with your whatever you're using, elastic, string, wire, whatever you're using, or that way, and then slowly turn your needle and make sure you don't poke yourself on the other side and create a hole. Or you can do the same thing but after it bakes, because right now it's too sticky to do anything. It just bends out of shape, becomes distorted, and then you'll have a distorted bead. So there you go, I've got another bead. I'm just saving my beads over here. And you know the best thing about these beads is, where did I put that wire? Oh no, I've lost my wire. The best thing about these beads, where did I put the wire? Did you see that wire that I had on the table? Oh, here it is. So the best thing about these beads is you can bake this bead on this wire in your regular oven on a low temperature. My package for this polymer clay says 110 Celsius, 110 Celsius for 30 minutes, and this will be baked together in with this bead. Right, so just take that off so I can show you other things. Right, so here's a bead, pretend it's a bead anyway, and you want to make something, so you just impale it like that and bring it down to the loop, and you can shape it, so you can use tools or you can use your hands, because some people don't have these silicone tools because they're new to this hobby. So you can shape it with your fingers. It's even better with your fingers, more tactile and stuff. So, and then you can just bake it like that, and you can make loads and loads of these. So I don't know if I've got my tools right here. Yeah, I have. Okay, so I've got non-tarnish wire from Amazon. I don't know if it was $11.99, I keep forgetting, or if this one was $11.99 and this one was $9.99. There you go. This is 20 gauge, 0.8 millimeters, and this is the same. This is non-tarnish and this is just like this. So I don't know if I got my, oh yeah, so you need wire cutters, and you can use specialized loop making tools, pliers, or you can make your own with this needle nose. You can make your own loops like this. I've got the one-stop looper, but I don't think a beginner has £30 to spend on a one of those. But I saved up for mine. I got it through the coupon system. So anyway, thanks to my sister. So you grab about that much, 2 inches, I would say. And then all you have to do is straighten it up a little bit and put the sharp end through these pliers like that. So this groove shapes it for you. So put it in and just go like that, and then turn it a little bit, and then take it like that, and then move your wrist towards yourself, makes a nice loop. But what you have to do now is you have to straighten it out. So you need different pliers. So my good ones are next door, so I'm just going to use these. You take that and you bend it back a bit, because you want this to be like a P shape. See? shepherd's hook, P shape. That's what you need. And these pliers are not good. Can you see there's no friction in between, so they're just open and close by themselves. They don't do what the jewelry pliers should do. Those are the wrong ones. If you see them, don't buy them. They're rubbish and cheap. You need this in between. See, opens and closes with the friction thing in the middle. So I think I have given you so many lessons today. So I should be excused now. So with this, right, all you have to do, you can tighten it later because you're gonna have to put, you can if